What up, super players? It's the homie C-Rod, and today I'm gonna give you guys the strongest deck there is in Dragon Ball Super card game. And this is literally the strongest deck because of the fact that this deck not only took first place, it took second and third place in the biggest Dragon Ball Super tournament there has ever been, which was the Dragon Ball Super Nationals. And this deck by far is hands down the strongest deck there is in Dragon Ball Super card game until the new cards come out. So this is the deck, and it's coming around $109. Believe it or not, Dragon Ball Super card game is pretty darn affordable. If you want to literally get yourself the strongest deck there is in Dragon Ball Super card game, you only need $100. I know in other card games you need like $100 just for one card, and you need to run like 3 of those cards. So in this game, $100 gets you a whole deck that's literally the strongest deck there is. So here we go. So this is the third place winning deck, and it's by Jordan Beard or Baird. Sorry if I mispronounce your name, but congrats to you, man. You won it. You took the strongest deck there is. You thought about it, and this is the deck that got it. So let's look into the visuals and see. It's only $100 deck. So here we go, man. As you guys can see, it's Hirudegarn. If you guys don't know what Hirudegarn does, it's like he is a drawing monster. When he attacks the leader, you drop 1 card from your hand, and then you draw 2 cards. This is broken because it mills your whole deck, and you get the cards that you need in your hand in order to push and do the plays necessary. So let's move on. What is this deck consist of? How does this deck win? As you guys are looking at it, you guys are probably here new to the channel. I want to say hit that subscribe button, like if you're new here, and you're like, why is this the strongest deck there is? Well, let me tell you. This is how you play it. You see this 1-drop Bardock right here? You play him, and you take a life and you add it to your hand. The reason that's good is because this guy has this swap effect. What swap does is when you play it, you take a life, you get it to your hand, and then you get to attack with it if you want. And then after the attack, you could then swap this card from the field and swap a 2 cost from your hand that happens to be a Goku's lineage, and you get to play it. Okay, and then you attack with that card again, and what you ultimately do is you play this 1-drop Bardock right here, that 1-drop Bardock, you play him, you take a life, you attack, then you swap for the Goten, which is a 2-cost battle card, Goku's lineage. You attack with him, he draws you the card that you need in order to keep doing this copy, paste, and repeat. Pretty much, you play the Bardock, you take a life, you attack with the Bardock, you swap for the Goten, you attack with the Goten, you pick up 3, you get 1 card that you need in your hand, and then you copy and repeat. And then once you can't swap anymore, that's when you start swapping into the Gokus, and you just pretty much attack your opponent like a bazillion times. And then after you attack your opponent a lot, you go for game with a double strike Champa, and you overwhelm with the Mira, which is a super heavy Omega powerful battle card that your opponent's never going to be able to out combo, and that's how you play this deck. I try to make it as simple as possible, but you pretty much draw, attack, and then once your opponent can't defend anymore, you play the big old Mira, and then you attack and throw a double strike, and then you win. So this is third place deck right here of the best deck out of every single deck, and it's Hirudegarn Storm. If you guys are new to Dragon Ball Super card game, hopefully you don't play one against one of these, because it'll kill your vibes, because you just pretty much sit there and just watch them go at it. But this is the strongest deck there is for that reason, guys. And as you guys can see, he's running a Mass Saiyan. That's an interesting little tech he has in there, but I can see why it's very good to like remove. If you're playing against a mirror match, you get to kill the Gotens, right? And you get to remove them from play by sending them to the warp. So this is third place Jordan Beard's or Baird's deck profile. Congrats to you for winning third place. Now let's look at second place. Second place goes to Mig. It's costing around $104, slightly not that expensive either. And this is the second place topping deck there is, guys. And as you guys can see, it pretty much has almost the exact same cards, but with a little twist. Instead of double strike Champa, he has the Supreme double strike, which is Supreme Kai. And then what he has the super combos, he has the Minoshas. You know, this works well with the Hirudegarn effect, where you get to drop this card and you pretty much draw another card. So you're plussing. You got the super combos, standard, unyielding, standard, 2-drop. The 2 of the 1-drop Gohan for the swapping once you can't play the Bardoks. He's only running 3 Bardoks and only 2 Son Gokus, which is different from Jordan. And he has one interesting card here, which is this Power Charge Bardock. And you guys can see that one. I think the idea behind that was to swap into him and go for game with a double strike if it doesn't go as smooth as possible. And then obviously you overrun with the Mira and add a double strike supreme attack to it. And then he has a Scientist Few and a Planet Vegeta, which are very good to search you out the necessary Bardock or Goten if you need to do the swap. You know, when in doubt, Planet Vegeta it out in order for you to swap it out. Get it? But yeah, he also has Dimension Magic, which is a very, very strong negate. And he's running 2 Bad Rings. Jordan, I think, was only running 1. And this is his version. As you guys can see, he has a little bit of different cards in here, like the Planet Vegetas and the Dimension Magic and that Bardock. But for the most part, every other card is the same, maybe just slightly different ratio, but it's literally the same deck, guys. But that's pretty much third and second. So what took first place? Well, obviously it's the same leader and same deck, but with a little bit more twist to it. And as you guys can see, it costs a slightly bit more. It costs like $10 more than Miguel's and Jordan's. This first place winner, Jordan Markel, or Markel, sorry if I said your name wrong, but shout out to you for winning first place. Congrats. You deserve a clap for that, because that must have been a very intense day for you, taking all those people out with the Hirudegarn. And here it is. Here is the first place strongest deck in Dragon Ball Super card game. So as you guys can see, it has pretty much the same thing, but he has 3 double strikes in here. You know, Jordan and Miguel were only running 2 double strike Champas or 2 double strike Kais. He's running 3 of the double strike potentials, and everything else is looking similar. But as you guys could possibly see, he's running these 2 unique cards, which I guarantee saved his butt. He has Videl right here, which boosts up a battle card and draws you a card, which is one of the strongest pieces, I feel, in order to keep consistent pressure and keep doing the 1-2 swap without you having to combo your hand out. And Videl is a beautiful, beautiful swap card. Then we got Gene, which is a free blocker, man. Free blockers are revolutionary. Do not underestimate the free blocker, which you could play if you have a Bardock on play, which you will, because you spam out this Bardock like no other. And then you obviously the 4 Goten, which is staple, but he has a Bardock Iron Will of Iron. This guy is another double strike. So as I can already see why Jordan Markel already took first place. He has way more double strike pressure than the second and third place winner. And then obviously he has the Mira, and then the 2 Scientist Few. See, that's what I'm saying. I think that's why Jordan took it, because he has so much more offensive pressure with the Mother Videl and the Scientist Few. And he's running Nimbus. I guarantee Nimbus probably saved his butt. I guarantee Nimbus was probably the game defying card, because Nimbus saves your butt even against the mirror match Storm versus Storm. You know, it stops the storm because it's a cloud. And then he has 2 Planet Vegetas. So this is literally the strongest deck in Dragon Ball Super card game. I heard recently there was a deck that took first place, a Pro Play Games player. Congrats to you, Rodriguez. Pretty sick last name. I like your last name, Rodriguez. And he was playing Mono Blue, and that beat this deck, but it's because of the fact that blue hard counters Storm. So in order to beat Hirudegarn, in order to beat this guy, you guys literally got to build a deck to counter him. And the problem when you do that is the fact that what if you don't go against a Hirudegarn Storm and you go against androids and you get wrecked? So that's what it is. And this is the strongest deck there is as of now. And until the new set comes out, then it's going to change. And goodbye, Storm. In theory, with all the new cards we're coming out with. But that's gonna be it. Hopefully you guys like this video. Subscribe if you're new here for more Dragon Ball Super content. And like we always say, y'all stay super and have a super Xmas as well. Peace.